Welcome to the 700 Club. Leave the 4 to 5 to 6 at the door. I'm your girl, Nika Johnson, and I am a credit coach and budgeting expert, and I help people take control of their money. Today, we'll be talking about what is credit in less than 5 minutes. That's right. In less than 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you what is credit. And go. Your credit score is like your adult GPA. It's the reflection of your buying power. It'll tell you if you're approved or denied for a loan. It'll tell you if you need a cosign or not, or what's the interest rate. Simply put, bad credit is expensive.
Bruh.
And it doesn't have to be a life sentence. Question is, if you have a friend that's always borrowing money from people and never paying them back, and they ask to borrow money from you, what would you do?
Oh, hell no!
Typically, you'll say no. And if I ask you why, is it because of their reputation? Is it because of their track record? Is it because you go want your money back? Now, what about if I told you that's the same thing with the creditors? Your friend was the borrower and you was the bank, but the same thing happens when you go apply for a loan, or you're applying for a credit card or a house. So, in regards to that, is why you need to pay them people. Your credit score is a risk assessment. So, the higher your credit score, the lower the risk. The lower your credit score, the higher the risk. So you need to make for sure why credit repair is key is you need to assess that risk. So you want to remove anything that's negative, derogatory, outdated, unverifiable. But two things have to happen with credit repair. We have to remove the negative, and then two, we have to rebuild by adding the positive. You want to focus on building a healthy credit profile. Now for all those that be like, oh my gosh, heart increase, but you got a buttload of collections accounts, boom, 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 and you only want to focus on heart increase over here, it doesn't make sense.
Bruh.
Your credit score is broken up to 5 components. So on my basketball players, and if you're not, just follow along. Okay, if you're playing basketball, right, are you in the game if you're on the bench? Yes or no?
Nope.
No, right? So you got to be in the game to play the game, to use it as leverage. And this is how people are able to maximize their credit. So my first credit score limit was a $700 credit card when I was in college. I now have access to over 6 figures. Here's proof. And I practice what I preach, and here's proof of my 800 credit score. In regards to that, you need to be in the game to play the game. So this is why you need to understand what is credit. Your credit score is broken up to 5 primary components. Number 1 is your payment history. You want to pay your bills on or before the due date. If you're struggling with your bills, set up automatic payment, contact your creditor and change your due date, or do a bill calendar, or you can even put the reminder date on your phone. What I would recommend, if you're using your phone, put it 2 to 3 days before the actual due date, and then so the day before the actual due date, do another reminder. So those are just some couple options for you, but always pay your bills on or before the due date. Next is 30% is your credit card utilization. Let's say, for example, if you have one credit card with a $500 limit and one credit card with a $1,000 limit. What would you do is add up all your total credit card limits. That's $1,500. What you would do is take 1,500 times 0.30. The rule of thumb is you do not want more than 30% of your credit card balances revolving over. If you really want to maximize the best of your credit score, keep it below 10%. That's the trick. Keep it below 10%. So what you would do is that one credit card is the $1,000 limit, the other is $500. You'll add them all together. That gives you a total of $1,500. That means you do not want more than $450 revolving over on a $1,500 limit. So keep your balance as low as possible. So things that can help with your credit card utilization is doing a balance transfer, a debt consolidation, or looking to refinance and using equity of any of your vehicles or your home. The next component, this is why you hear never close out a credit card. Never close out a credit card. There's exception to that, okay? The reason why is the 15% of your credit score, aka your adult GPA, is going to be your length of credit history. This is why you want to keep accounts open and active. The other 10% is types of accounts or diversifying your credit profile. Is real estate. You have installment loans. You have credit cards, lines of credit. You want more than 4 trade lines on your credit report, so you're not considered limited credit. And then the last percent that makes up your credit score is 10% is your heart increase. It is true. You can't dispute any heart increase not attached to an open account. So just a quick recap, 35% is your payment history, 30% is your utilization, 15% is your length of credit history, 10% is types of credit, 10% is your hard increase. These 5 components, you need to learn it, you need to understand it to make for sure you're maximizing the best of your credit score. Go ahead and make for sure you check out my other videos of teaching you on how to navigate success and make for sure you're getting your bag and save your money. I'm your girl, Nika Johnson. See you later.